What are you doing in here? We left the door open, didn't we? And you come right in. I heard you talking, didn't you? You heard me talking. You heard me talking. What is a great bait that you can keep in a strike zone for a long period of time? Whoa! That's a beauty. Good morning, guys and girls. March 11. We're looking at 2 Timothy 4:2. 2 Timothy 4:2. By the way, if you are not subscribed to the Catch of the Day channel, subscribe to that channel right now. If you are subscribed, share this with 4 or 5 of your friends, and let's build this channel on up. We got over 12,000 people on the Catch of the Day channel now. We're coming up on 1 year old for Catch of the Day. That's right. We started in April 1, April Fool's Day. And it ain't named after me. April Fool's Day. 2 Timothy 4:2. Encourage them with great patience and careful teaching. Whoa, that's a good one right there. Encourage them. Now, we can just end right there. Encourage them with great patience. That's difficult. And careful teaching. Kids Day on Lake Tenkiller is always the first Saturday in June. We did that Kids Day for about 25 years. We don't do it anymore because obviously we don't live over there anymore. We allow the first 500 kids who sign up to attend. That's right, the first 500 kids to sign up. We actually signed up about 550 because we'd have about 10% no-show. But get this, we always have more than 100 volunteers. That's right, over 100 volunteers. So we've got a volunteer there for every 5 kids. That's exactly what we have. These volunteers range from teenagers, some of who attended Kids Day on their own at an earlier age, to guys and gals over 70 years old. That's exactly right. It's a pure joy to watch them patiently teach and encourage these young kids learning how to fish. Believe me, not all of those 500 kids are easy to be patient with. I think maybe some of them, well, this is actually Chris's thought, that that maybe some of them, their parents brought them to Kids Day just to get them out of their hair for half a day on Saturday morning. I don't know. It was a wonderful, wonderful event. We had a lot of kids accept Jesus. We taught a Bible study at that every year. And we had guys come down from Oklahoma City with big telescopes, and they would look at the sky. We had Morel archery targets would come over there. Dale's brother would come over and teach kids how to shoot a bow. The Corps of Engineers, a buddy of mine, Don Christie, who's gone on to be with the Lord, would bring his snakes. He was a snake catcher, and he would bring all kinds of poisonous snakes and non-poisonous snakes. We taught boat safety. We taught a lot of things in addition to fishing, and of course the kids got a chance to fish. Pause for a moment or two today and think of someone who was encouraging as he or she patiently taught you something. Just think about that. Think about maybe 2 or 3 people who very patient with you taught you how to do something. Maybe it was fish, maybe it was something else. When you come up with a couple of names, now would be a great time to thank them. Might send them a text, send them an email, pick up the telephone and call them, and thank them for encouraging and patiently helping you learn how to do something better. By the way, don't forget your mom and dad. Here's our tip for this week. A suspended crankbait will stay in the strike zone longer, yielding more fish in cold water. Right now is the absolute perfect time to fish a crankbait. Right now and get a suspended crankbait. You know, crankbaits, you can jerk them down. Some of them will stay right where they are. Those are suspended crankbaits. Some of them will float back up to the top. Now, the ones that will float back up to the top are really great baits, but they're not great for this time of the year. You want a crankbait, you can jerk down there and it'll stop, stay suspended. A little trick is the longer you leave it sit still, the more fish you'll catch. So jerk that thing down there and pause. Let it sit there as long as you possibly can, and then let it sit there a little bit more. And the longer you let it sit there, the more strikes you're going to get. The more difficult the bite, the colder the water, the longer you need to let that sit. Now, as the water warms up, you can have a crankbait. You just stop, move, stop, move, stop, move. But resist the temptation to be continually jerking on that crankbait until the water gets a little bit warmer. Guys and girls, go out there and have you a great one today. And remember, I sure do love you.